videos will be on control ties. Now, a control tie is a tie-up. It's not necessarily a setup. But one thing that a control tie does, and by nature we call it a control tie, is I am positioning myself where I'm ready to score, but in order for him to score, he has to clear my control tie first, right? But a control tie is not a setup, like I already said. You get to one of these control ties that I'll explain in the next 6 videos. I've already done a whole series on front headlocks and 2-on-1s and underhooks. So these videos won't be those, because those are special, those are awesome. These other ones are just simple hand fighting techniques and getting to control tie. But once you're in a control tie, you need to add pushing and pulling and circling your feet. Never stop moving your feet. Fakes, head smacks, and just constant motion and chain wrestling. And those combined sets up any move. So this first one is going to be an inside tie and a V-block. So I go inside tie. Usually he'll reach up and go outside tie on me. And I want head position on the inside tie side. Head position right there. And then on this other side here, I'm going to V-block at the wrist or elbow. So I'm pushing in, and I can like fake here, push, 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 and I set up all my moves. So just show some of your moves. Don't actually hit them, just show how you get to them. So inside tie V-block, how you set up the elbow. Pressure, drop, set, go. Good. Show sweep single. Right, yeah. Maybe a fireman's, just get your fireman's from there. Right, good. Maybe high C. Good. So inside tying a V-block, add drop steps, add level changes, add pressure, add circling, being tight on hands, pushing and pulling, but inside tying a V-block, it's my favorite, it's my go-to control tie if you can get to that. Maybe you use a lot of other hand fighting and other setups so you can get to your inside tie and V-block. But anyway, that's inside tie and V-block, and we will see you on our next video. Again, there's 6 of these. This is video 1 of that series, and we'll see you on the next one.